Hi everyone, welcome to the final week of this 5-week course based on the Crucible's Gift, 5 Lessons from Authentic Leaders that Thrive in Adversity. I'm Dr. James Kelly. We're going to quickly just walk through what we've talked about or what I've shared over the last 5 weeks. Again, this is a free workbook, so use it, don't use it. It's here for you and it will be available for a while. So let's move on. All right, so the whole entire book is premised on this model. And this model is what I call the Authentic Leadership Model, or ALM. And it really is comprised of 3 layers. Layer 1 is the Crucible. What was that moment in your leadership journey or your life journey that impacted you, good or bad? And then taking that and moving that forward to the next layer of this model, which is, did that Crucible drive your self-awareness? Did it drive your growth mindset or learning mindset? And then finally, this outer layer is this notion of when individuals or leaders embrace their crucible, grew their self-awareness, they actually drove compassion, drove integrity, and relatableness of all. So this workbook really walks us through 5 parts though. Crucible, self-awareness, compassion, integrity, and relatableness. And we use those to really drive that growth mindset. Let's start with the Crucible. So in week 1, we really start by level setting. What is a crucible or a moment in your life that helped you understand your leadership style? What is something that impacted you positively or negatively? And in each week, there are a series of exercises that you can do. If you followed any of this, you'll know that this is a beta version. And so what I was told and indicated to is it's a lot to do in a week, so it takes you longer than a week. No big deal, but it was designed for a quick 5-week sprint. So week 1, let's understand your crucible. Week 2, let's drive your self-awareness. And I have a small scale or measurement or survey in there that helps you understand where you're at on your self-awareness journey and what you might be able to do on the back of that to increase your self-awareness. So week 1 is, what is the crucible moment? Week 2 is, what is your self-awareness? How good is it? For most of us, it's a huge challenge to really have strong self-awareness. Week 3, though, we talk about integrity. This is the outside model. And for me and for the book, it's really about matching behaviors and words. I think we live in a society right now where there's a disconnect. And this disconnect inside an organization really evaporates and erodes trust. As a leader, it's almost the most essential thing that as much as you can control your words and actions, that they match at all times. Now, there are always circumstances where it doesn't quite work and it is what it is, but you have to own it, you have to explain it, and then you have to move on and make it right again. Then we talk about compassion. Now, there is a whole host of research that's been developed around this compassion in the workplace. I think right now it's lacking just as a societal level. I believe that when we lead with compassion and understanding, this is different than empathy. I think you can start with empathy of like, I really feel how you feel. Compassion in a work environment is trying to relieve someone's stress or someone's agony that they might be feeling. So we feel compelled to really move that away. And that's really, really important. When we think about compassion, it can be something as little as someone who ran out of pencils, you get them pencils, right? I don't know who uses pencils anymore, let's be honest. Horrible example. But whatever that is, whatever challenge your team might be having as yours as a leader, you figure out how you can remove that and enhance their experience. The third component of this, or really the final component of this, is relatableness. Relatableness, to me, is how can you create micro moments of meaning inside the workday. Micro moments of meaning is really this concept I've created that is around those 30 seconds to minute interactions that you have, that you can leave that person smiling, laughing, or remembering some sort of positive interaction. Science is really clear that if you leave someone with a positive interaction or a positive memory or emotion in their brain, then it allows them to then share that with other people. It expands it out, and that's really, really important. Okay, one final note here. Now, you'll notice that we talked about the crucible, self-awareness, integrity, compassion, relatableness, and those are all components of the model, but the one area we don't talk about, and I don't actually have a chapter on, is growth mindset or learning mindset. And the reason's really simple. If you've done all the exercises, you're actually practicing growth mindset as you go. And so I didn't feel a need to actually include a whole entire week on that because you're doing it. So if you have consumed or taken the 5 weeks and you're a coach, Hopefully you have some clients that might find this beneficial. Let me know. If you're an individual leader that wants to give this a go, I'd love to hear back from you. As I noted earlier, this is a beta. This is something I developed back in 2019 that I never actually produced off of my book, The Crucible's Gift. So first, grab the book if you're interested. Read it. I've had good feedback on it, so I'd love to get more people out there, get it in their hot little hands. I wrote it so it was timeless, not specific to a certain time or genre or moment in time. So, at the end of the day, life is the greatest journey you will ever be on. So be your best self. Be your most authentic self. It is hard. It is challenging. And it's really this never-ending journey. I used to always say that if you stop developing or evolving, you're actually just then atrophying as you go. So keep going, keep evolving, keep growing. And thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, please reach out. Have a great day.